My husband slapped me and threw me on the floor after I abused his ex-nanny. Now he's saying that he wouldn't let me go no matter what I do and is begging for another chance. And not trying to compete with him by entering the workforce. Because of this, I am the biggest fan of Martha, even though I tried to like her or get her to like me. Her remark the first time we met made me instantly dislike her. She told me to stop smiling, that there was nothing funny about the situation, and to stop living in a delusion that my smile was pretty. Daniel could hear everything and said nothing at that. A week ago, Daniel and I got into a huge fight since he bought Martha and Stella another apartment and had them over while I was at work. So when I learned about this, I went to the apartment and my husband was trying to stop me. It was a beautiful apartment and Martha seems to show off that I can't do anything against her wishes to my husband. I won't lie, I called his ex-nanny a WH who doesn't even know the father of her child and has birthed and raised another WH. At this, my calm husband instantly slapped me so hard that I was thrown to the floor. While I was still in shock, he began crying and hugging me, and apologizing repeatedly. He didn't leave me the whole night, so I packed my bags and left for my parents' home with our son the next morning. He has been calling and coming over to my house repeatedly, apologizing and asking for another chance. I don't know what to do. My mum tells me I should talk to him since he seems pretty hurt. Before this, he had never hit me and rarely ever raised his voice at me. It is with no doubt that my marriage is coming to an end. I told my parents that he hit me, and they were furious. They demanded that I immediately divorce him, and I'm gonna do just that. Today afternoon, I agreed to meet him, in my parents' yard. He was still not getting it since he brought all kinds of presents, immediately hugged me as soon as I saw him, and offered to buy another apartment for our family. I told him that I'd leave him if he didn't cut off his nanny and her daughter. He began crying once again. It hurt me to see him cry since he rarely ever does. He asked me to not make him choose since he loves me just as much as he loves them, and that I am the mother of his child, that it wouldn't be fair to our son to grow up in different homes. He told me that he owes his ex-nanny and her daughter because if it wasn't for him, Martha would be happy. I was always skeptical why he cared about her so much, but he'd always say she saved him. This was the first time he was saying something like this. I pressed on and told him to tell me the truth or we were over. He just said I wouldn't get it. I told him we were done, but then he wouldn't let me leave. He began saying how he would never sign the divorce papers, and wouldn't let me go no matter what I do. It was scary, so I immediately called for my mom and dad. He still wouldn't budge until my dad threatened him with his gun, and he gave me this weird look before he went away. I was honestly never this scared of him and had never seen this side of his before. He sounded mad that I was trying to leave him. I just want to get my divorce and live peacefully with my son.